Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What the Dementia by Bambu Care. I'm your host, Brianna Wilson. I am a certified dementia practitioner and the founder of Bambu Care. So today we're actually going to be shining a little light into our upcoming free interactive webinar, Managing Resistance to Care, which is currently open for registration for the date of June 21st, and the link is available in the podcast notes for those of you who already know you want to attend. So before we get into today's topic, housekeeping. So June's free resources are available on our website. This month we added an activity planner and then drawer labels. So if your partner has a hard time locating their clothes in their dresser, then the drawer labels may be something you want to check out. And our website is letsbamboo.com and you'll want to click on the resources tab, okay? Next thing is big announcement. So, at the beginning of May, I hinted that I was ready to open the doors to be able to connect with you all in a deeper way, and that opportunity is finally right around the corner. We have been working so hard behind the scenes to create a free support community for dementia care partners called Bambu Care Champions. If you are subscribed to our newsletter, you already know that we've started the waitlist for this. So if you are interested in joining the waitlist for our amazing community, definitely check out the podcast notes or visit our website. Again, it's letsbamboo.com. When you go to the website, at the very top, you will see a notification underneath the menu bar directing you towards the waitlist, okay? So if you're looking for a safe space to vent, celebrate, share your journey, and learn more about dementia, we'd love to have you. And the great thing is, it's not hosted on Facebook. So if you don't have a Facebook, if you don't like Facebook, it's not a problem. Plus, you'll also have direct access to me, as I'll be active in the community right there along with you. Again, it is a free community, and if you want to learn more about it, I'll link a blog post that I wrote that explains all the awesome things that makes our community unique, and why even if you already have a support group or support groups, you may want to join us too. You can also go to letsbamboo.com and click the blog tab, and it will be the first featured article, okay? But really, guys, there is no such thing as too much support. So I do hope to see many of you in the community, okay? And we will be sending out invitations very, very soon. So back to the topic at hand. So June 21st at 8:30 p.m. EST, we will be hosting a free interactive webinar and live Q&A called Managing Resistance to Care, and it is in support of the longest day. There will be an opportunity to donate directly to the cause, which is an initiative by the Alzheimer's Association, but there is definitely no obligation to donate in order to attend by any means. The event is completely free, and like I said, it will be interactive. So there will be polls and questions throughout for you to participate in to keep things a bit interesting, okay? Because there's nothing worse than a boring webinar. Trust me, I know I've been to plenty, okay? Now, even if you can't attend the webinar live, I highly recommend that you still register so that you can receive the replay and the free printables that come along with it to help support your care journey, okay? So, why did I want to offer a webinar on this topic? Great question. So, navigating resistance to care is a huge issue for many care partners. And if you are listening to this podcast episode, it may be an issue for you too. I personally feel like out of all the challenging behaviors, refusals and resistance to care has to be in like the top 3 most difficult behaviors to manage. I mean, after all, how the heck can you fulfill your role as a care partner or a caregiver if your partner won't allow you to give care? That's frustrating, right? It stresses you out, it stresses them out, and it can even build resentment on both ends over time. And that's no good, right? That's exhausting and even depressing because eventually you may feel like you just can't win, and what's the point? Luckily, there's a way to manage this. Luckily, there's a way to decrease resistance to care and, better yet, improve your relationship with your partner, which is important because this can be a very long journey for many of you. And the better your relationship with your partner is, the better your care journey will be as a whole. It'll still be tough, but the key here is better. Okay? So, in this webinar, we are going to be talking about the 4 reasons why your partner may be resisting your care. And spoiler alert, but one of those things we are going to discuss is the brain. We are going to talk about what is happening with the brain. We have to start there, okay? So, if you've been wanting a simple breakdown of how dementia impacts the brain, then that alone is reason enough to join me on June 21st, okay? Now, the reason we want to know what may be causing the resistance is because it informs what we can do on our part to help manage it. And so, after we learn about the reasons why, we're going to dive into 10 universal principles for managing resistance to care. The great thing about these principles are that they are not a rigid step by step kind of thing, so it is very flexible and easily adaptable to the area of resistance that you may be dealing with or areas that you may be dealing with, okay? Now, during the webinar, we are going to apply the principles to 5 common areas of resistance, which are going to be all activities of daily living. So, to give you a hint, a little idea, bathing, medications, and eating are 3 of the 5 that we are going to address. And I'm going to give you specific examples of how the principles can be implemented within these areas of resistance. Again, ultimately, the goal is to decrease resistance and improve your relationship with your partner in efforts to make the care journey a bit easier. And you'll also have a chance to ask me any questions you may have during our live Q&A portion of the event. So if you register for the webinar, regardless of if you can attend live or not, you will also get access to the replay and you'll get a copy of the handouts as well as the free printables that go along with the webinar so that you can apply it to your journey. Anytime I teach something, I want it to be thorough, yet easy to understand, but also full of practical information that you can actually take and implement into your care journey. That's the most important part, right? And so my hope is that you've already noticed that with our podcast if you've been a long time listener. But if not, come join me on June 21st at 8:30 p.m. EST and see for yourself, or at least just register so that you can get a hold of all the good stuff. Again, the link to register is in the podcast notes, but you can also visit letsbamboo.com/events with an S, okay, events. And yeah, I'm super excited about it, and I really do hope that I can offer some helpful insight that will make a positive difference along your care journey. So I know this episode was a little bit out of our norm, right? But hopefully you all will join me again on Tuesday, June 21st, and I'm sure I'll make up for it, okay? So thank you so much for joining us on another episode of What the Dementia by Bambu Care. We look forward to catching you on the next episode. Take care, and until next time, stay strong, care on, and remember, you are not alone. Bambu Care is always here.